Greetings, movie lovers. JustinZ here with a review and analysis of the print ads released so far for the highly anticipated comic book prequel, X-Men First Class. For those who don't know what's going on, get out from under your rock and listen up. First Class takes place in the 1960s, right around the time of the Cuban Missile Crisis. The story revolves around the X-Men's involvement with this event, but more importantly, the relationship Professor Xavier and Magneto develop as friends and eventually as adversaries. So while I have seen all the trailers and commercials, and it has gotten me excited to the point of giddiness, the posters haven't really done that for me. None of them are very interesting, and some of them come off as surprisingly amateur. We'll start with the teaser posters. The very first one we got is what looks like the School for Gifted Youngsters crest that's on the front of the school. It looks a little rusted and polished at the same time, with a futuristic design on the back, keeping to the X-Men design themes we've seen before. The fact that it pushes in so much that we can't read all of the text is cool. It feels like a bit more of a teaser than showing the whole thing. Simple design choices like this are appreciated. The first two character pictures we get are these interesting posters that show reflections of their future selves. Eric is here at a Nazi internment camp with the water reflecting a silhouette of Magneto. Who that is in the background behind the fence isn't entirely clear, but it might be a younger version of himself. The second one is the same concept, only with Xavier. The background is much brighter and much more comfortable than the previous one, and it shows his school in the background with the reflection of his future self in the pool below. These posters are the most impressive out of the series. They are simple by design, taking advantage of the use of a skewed angle to add a little bit more interest. The taglines at the top tell us that we are dealing with their past. Now we move on to two more character posters of our leads. The silhouettes of Magneto and Professor X are apparent, with the faces of the actors being revealed from shadow. I'm not sure if I like these designs. They seem like cardboard cutouts, and the face inside the silhouette seems out of place and rushed. Now we move on to the one-sheets with the entirety of the cast. The first one has a striking similarity to an older poster of the X-Men franchise. It looks a tad bit different, but otherwise it's almost exactly the same. How they're walking, moving, etc. Even the color scheme is the same. One could say that it is trying to bridge the gap between this movie and the last, but I always prefer a little bit of originality. These two foreign posters offer a little bit of difference from the previous one, showing the modded X-Jet along with the X-Men in their first uniforms. I prefer this one because the X-Men are in a bit of a better formation, with the use of the X graphic revealing the conflict at Cuba. I'd say out of all of them, this one's my favorite. And finally, we move on to the character sheets. Judging by the text, they are meant for South Korea. No offense to the original designers, but they look amateur. The minor surface blurring effect done on the characters doesn't complement their features, and the Photoshop job done on them is relatively obvious. They don't even look well composited into their background. The ad agencies that have worked on the trailers have done an amazing job hyping up this movie for me, and I can't wait to see it. Thank God for them too, because these posters don't have the same wow factor. Some of them aren't bad, and a couple of them are pretty good, but none of them stand out to me as amazing or even original. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed my review. If you have any fan posters of X-Men that you would like to see on Mahalo, send me a pic to requests@mahalo.com. And please be sure to also rate, comment, and subscribe below.